Africa. The name itself stirs something deep inside you. It's a continent of vast plains, mighty rivers, and creatures that seem to have walked straight out of a dream. For as long as I can remember, I've been drawn to its wild heart. But one experience remained at the top of my list: meeting a mountain gorilla in its natural home. This wasn't just another wildlife encounter. It was a journey to understand a part of our own story, hidden deep within an ancient forest. The destination: Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, and specifically, the Bwindi Impenetrable Forest. The name alone sends a shiver of excitement down your spine. Impenetrable, a place where nature is still in charge. I'd seen gorillas on TV, read about them in books, but nothing could prepare me for standing just meters away from a wild silverback. My heart pounded with anticipation long before I even stepped on the plane. I imagined the dense, misty jungle, the sounds of the forest, the damp air on my skin. This trip was about adventure, but also about respect, witnessing the gentle power of these magnificent animals and our shared responsibility to protect them. The call of the wild was strong, and I was finally ready to answer it. Bwindi is a sanctuary, a last refuge for a species on the brink. To be granted permission to enter their world is a privilege. I packed my bags with wonder and gratitude, ready for an adventure that would challenge and inspire me. The journey was just beginning, but I already knew it would be unforgettable. This was not just a trip, it was a dream about to come true. The giants of the mist awaited. Landing in Entebbe, the air felt thick with the scent of rain and earth. The energy of Uganda was immediate and infectious. We drove for hours, leaving the city behind and venturing into the countryside. The red earth roads were lined with banana plantations and small villages. Children waved as we passed, their laughter echoing in the warm air. The drive to Bwindi is long, but every moment is part of the experience. We passed through bustling towns and markets overflowing with color. The scenery grew more dramatic as we climbed into the hills, roads winding through a tapestry of green. Terraced farms clung to steep slopes, a testament to Ugandan ingenuity. As we neared Bwindi, the air cooled and the vegetation thickened. My first glimpse of the forest was breathtaking, an endless wall of green, ancient and truly impenetrable. Arriving at our lodge on the forest's edge, the jungle's symphony surrounded us. I stood on the veranda knowing an extraordinary adventure was about to begin. The trek began before sunrise, the air cool and crisp with anticipation. At the park headquarters we met our guides, members of the local Batwa and Bakiga tribes, protectors and storytellers of the forest. Their knowledge, passed down through generations, was immense. Our lead guide Joseph explained the rules. Keep voices low, maintain distance, no flash photography. He spoke of the gorillas as families, not attractions, and of our responsibility as guests. The team included trackers who had set out at dawn to locate our assigned gorilla family, reading signs invisible to us. Porters from the local village offered steady hands and support, directly benefiting the community. Joseph and his team were more than navigators. They were teachers, guardians, and passionate stewards of Bwindi. They checked our gear, handed out walking sticks, and answered every question with patience. Their passion was contagious. This was more than a job, it was a calling. With them leading the way, I felt safe and privileged. We were in the best hands to venture into the impenetrable. The forest awaited, and our guides were the key. Their connection to this land was palpable. We set off, hearts pounding, ready for what lay ahead. The adventure was real. Stepping off the main path, the world changed. The air thickened, the light dimmed under a dense canopy. The trail was barely a trail, just a route carved through vines and ferns. Every step required focus. The path was steep and muddy, recent rains turning soil into a slippery challenge. We scrambled up inclines, slid down banks, relying on porters for support. It was demanding, but every step heightened my excitement. The forest sounds enveloped us. The buzz of insects, the calls of unseen birds, the distant chatter of monkeys. Our guide would pause, pointing out animal tracks or medicinal plants, revealing the forest's secrets. After 2 hours, a message crackled on the radio. The trackers had found the gorillas. Adrenaline surged. Fatigue vanished. Joseph told us to leave our bags and proceed quietly with just our cameras. My heart hammered as we prepared for the final approach. We were minutes away from meeting the giants of the forest. Every sense was heightened. The anticipation was electric. This was the moment we'd come for. The encounter was near. Deeper into Bwindi, my senses came alive. The forest wasn't just seen, It was felt, smelled, and heard. Greens in every shade surrounded us, vibrant and full of energy. The air was rich with the scent of damp earth, blossoms, and the primal musk of unseen animals. Sounds layered, rustling leaves, dripping water, the chorus of birds and insects. The humidity clung to my skin, mud gave way beneath my boots, ferns brushed my arms. This immersion connected me physically to the ancient ecosystem. I felt small, humbled by the raw power and beauty around me. The jungle was alive, and I was part of it. Joseph signaled for silence. We froze. Through parted leaves, there he was, the silverback, leader of the family. Enormous, powerful, yet calm, he sat stripping leaves from a branch. Slowly he turned and looked directly at us. Our eyes met, and time seemed to stop. There was intelligence and recognition in his gaze, a soul looking into a soul. No aggression, just quiet curiosity. He assessed us, then rumbled a low sound to his family. "It's okay, we have visitors." Years of careful habituation made this peaceful encounter possible. I took a few photos, but quickly put the camera down. I wanted to be fully present. The silverback's presence was humbling. We were there only by his permission. The initial adrenaline faded, replaced by awe and peace. We'd trekked for hours for this moment, and it was worth every step. This was more than wildlife watching. It was a sacred audience. The connection was profound. I tried to memorize every detail. The silverback returned to his meal, unbothered by our presence. We stood in silent reverence. Nature's wonder was right before us. With the silverback's acceptance, the family emerged. A mother cradled her playful baby, juveniles wrestled in the leaves. We had 1 hour, strictly timed to protect them. That hour felt like 5 minutes, yet was filled with a lifetime of memories. The gorillas foraged, groomed, and played, mostly ignoring us. One curious youngster edged closer before his mother gently pulled him back. The peacefulness struck me, no drama, just calm social harmony. We were silent observers of their intimate family life. These were not just animals but intelligent beings with deep bonds. All too soon our guide signaled it was time to leave. Saying goodbye was harder than expected. The experience was emotional, profound, and life-changing. The memory of that hour will stay with me forever. Seeing gorillas in the wild makes you realize why we must protect them. Fewer than 1,100 mountain gorillas remain, living in a fragile pocket of forest. Their survival is threatened by habitat loss, disease, and poaching. Gorilla tourism funds conservation, permit fees pay rangers, trackers, and veterinary care. Revenue also supports local communities, funding schools and clinics. When locals benefit, they become passionate protectors of the forest. Protecting gorillas means protecting an entire ecosystem. Bwindi is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and vital carbon sink. The mountain gorilla is a flagship species. Saving them saves countless others. Conservation here is about animals and people working together. Our choices as travelers matter. Their survival is a measure of our commitment to the planet. Their fight is our fight. Trekking out of the forest, I felt changed. The exhaustion was replaced by gratitude and awe. To stand so close to a gentle giant is a profound privilege. It strips away modern noise and connects you to something ancient. The experience ignited a sense of responsibility. These are living families, not statistics. If you're lucky enough to visit, travel responsibly, support ethical operators, respect the rules, and help local communities. Every small choice makes a difference. Leave only footprints, take only memories. The echo of Bwindi will stay with me forever, in the silverback's gaze, the jungle's song, the overwhelming green. Learn more, support conservation, and be part of their survival story. Whether you visit or help from afar, you can make a difference. Let's ensure the giants of the mist roam their emerald kingdom for generations. Their future, and a part of our own wild soul, depends on it.